We see birds in nature and they go everywhere. They land on wires, they land on fences. Bird will land on the tiniest little twig that looks like it can't possibly support its weight, minuscule as it might be. And so the question we ask about that is, does the bird land on that branch because it trusts that the branch will never break? Of course not. Bird doesn't know that branch. It's not that the bird needs to trust the branch. It's that the bird trusts its wings. And it knows that if the branch breaks, it'll be fine. It'll just spread its wings out and fly. When we look at cultivating a sense of stability and security in our own life, and of course, you want to make sure that you're in a safe place. You want to make sure that you're surrounded by safe and stable and secure people. But if we're not starting at that point, it's not very helpful to say that, is it? If that's not where you are right now, you still need to be able to cultivate a sense of stability and security, even if you're in the midst of chaos right now, even if you're wildly sick right now, even if you're in the midst of constant personal transformation or moving around the world, or even, unhoused. All of these types of things that happen to us in the course of a human lifetime. How can you feel stable and secure even while that is happening? That stability and security, that presence we feel in some people, now that has to do with being fully present in the moment. Because if I'm fully present and I look around me right now, nobody's attacking me, there's no tigers chasing me through the forest. 6 feet around me is actually pretty peaceful. It's okay. Everything else is a construct of my mind. Everything that's not around me right now is a construct. It's a story that I'm telling, but it's either looking at the past, projecting into an imaginary future, or making up stories about the present. Grounding and being grounded is another way to cultivate that stability and security, that connection to the earth, to your body, to being embodied physically here and in your power. But also looking at self-trust. Self-trust is the foundation of a sense of stability and security in your life. When you trust yourself, the bird trusts its wings. When you trust yourself, anything can be happening. It doesn't mean you won't temporarily or momentarily get, kerfuffled over it. Of course you will. We all do. The Dalai Lama has feelings too. We're all human beings, right? But when you trust yourself, you have a moment, you feel feelings, and then you're able to be present with yourself. You're able to be grounded, to think clearly, to nourish and support yourself. And you trust you will be able to make it through anything that's happening. This is a big factor that comes in when we talk about boundaries. As we look at this idea of my space of calm, I carefully cultivate my space of calm and my space of peace. So what will I and won't I allow into that space? Other people can be behaving however they want to behave outside my Wei Qi. But inside my Qi is the kingdom that I rule. So in there is where I can most cultivate that sense of stability and security, regardless of what is actually happening in the world around me. So we have using this ability to be fully present in the moment where you're not being eaten by a lion, hopefully. If you are being eaten by a lion, then you should neither feel stable nor secure. You should do something about that. Okay. But most of the time we're not. Most of the time, it's actually our brain running away with us. So having that presence, having that ability to see what your brain is doing and bring it back, being grounded into yourself, working on those boundaries, my inner peace. I stay in my lane. I let other people stay in their lane. Those are ways to really cultivate a sense of stability and security in your life by finding your values, finding your sense of purpose, which helps you to construct a story, a narrative of your life that can make sense of the chaos that sometimes comes in.